we will notice our starting elements nearly lower back to 13. Genuinely, we are not venturing into the authenticity of these hypotheses these days, for the most extreme part, since the cosmic nearby locale has presently recognized that our arrangement of concentrates on this universe gets going with the enormous blast. The mind that succeeded the huge explosion is besides founded on a tantamount normal sign of this first experience with the field. With the exception of on the off chance that you're a nerd who has gone through hours gazing at different breathtaking impressions of the huge bang, to be honest, the occasion turned into an overabundance of an impact in a manner of speaking. Basically put, the enormous detonation saw as its spot to start in a single element, a point that was ad infinitum hot and thick, also improved to over-the-top lengths. All of this passed off while the universe was incredibly youthful. Truth be told, at the hour of the broad explosion, the universe was truly 10 to the power of 34 seconds old. That is 1 centesimal of a billionth of a trillionth of a second in age. This is the place where the universe experienced a mind-blowing blast of progress. In any case alluded to as the outrageous impact or the development. During this technique, space broadened quicker than the pace of light. Our universe changed into being loaded with each particle we found out about in our science class. Protons, neutrons, electrons, anti-electrons, photons, and neutrinos. The presence of the huge explosion is otherworldly. While allegorically, it appears yet the way that we decipher the universe's introduction is exceptionally theoretical. We've made critical progress starting from the principal moon landing. Furthermore, from that point forward, our mechanical headway has advanced strongly. At the point when analysts were focusing on the huge explosion, it depended on mathematical recipes and sensible designs. They could never have conceivably assessed that we would examine the endanger of life on Mars. There have been critical propels in our interest to analyze the universe and investigate space. Yet and still, at the end of the day, our cutting-edge innovation is very restricted. We can't reproduce the enormous detonation or peer back at the real occasion. Our best piece of proof comes from the vast microwave foundation, which has permitted scientists to see the resonation of the enormous blast. While this instrument is groundbreaking in the examination of the universe, it is moreover hypothetically restricted. So while our complete history lays on theoretical models, legitimate speculations have a huge degree to be discredited. We are nearly sure about the enormous detonation as the beginning of our universe. Still, there are some repercussions we have misjudged. Theories about our universe are by and large established on data inclined to human mistake. A piece of our records is additionally profoundly authoritative about the huge bang. Discrediting the hypothesis is troublesome, as the hypothesis is that our universe is as yet extending. Our principal device in analyzing the huge explosion has been the Hubble Space Telescope, and presently all eyes are on the uncommon exactness of the James Webb Space Telescope. Previously, we utilized these burglarized powerful imaginative units. One of the most questioned subjects in cosmic appraisal was the universe's advancement. Assuming you check course readings out from the mid-1990s, you'd find conversations about how the universe is extending. While the universe is broadening, we could not completely comprehend what the augmentation of the universe involves. The James Webb Space Telescope has brought us new disclosures that propose the universe has halted extending. This ongoing day supernatural occurrence implies that our appreciation of the universe's way might have to change. Now, preceding hopping into the ramifications of this historic movement from our universe's course, we ought to examine our perception of this confusing peculiarity. Regardless of the unlimited use of the terms impact and development, the making of the universe wasn't precisely as a result. Scientists accept that our comprehension of the universe must develop. As indicated by NASA, the universe didn't venture into space, as space didn't exist in advance. Rather, it's smarter to consider the enormous detonation as the synchronous appearance of room wherever inside the universe. Our perception uncovers that our universe has encountered areas of stability for a period, upset by the arrangement of room. At first, the universe was completely dark and faint until lots of gas changed over into stars and astronomical frameworks. Really, at that time, did the universe emerge from its astronomical dim ages? Here's a little irregular truth. Our close biplanetary framework came into being 9 billion years after the huge explosion. Space has been extending over the long haul, containing matter with its dynamic development. To put it doubtlessly, the universe isn't extending in the manner in which we imagine or comprehend. The dynamic extending of space goes before the expansion of the universe as far as we might be concerned. In spite of the fact that it is tangled to comprehend, it is vital for handle the results of what we are going to make sense of. For this video, we'll proceed utilizing the term development of the universe to suggest the dynamic increment of our space, primarily on the grounds that even researchers use this outlining to depict the new disclosure made by the James Webb Space Telescope. The disclosure that the universe has quit growing is both surprising and clashing with our past hypothetical figuring out. Scientists were persuaded that the universe was expanding at a sped-up rate since its starting point. They had assembled huge proof utilizing the Hubble Space Telescope, so this isn't NASA re-examining its past seeing. Rather, it is a totally new event that is logical irreversible. While the disclosure is critical, it isn't excessively is to be expected. Discussing gravity, our universe was continuously inclined to a recollapse on the off chance that it had a sizable amount of energy thickness. The development would stop totally, and our universe could move backward. To dig into this, we start with dark energy, which returns to the 1990s. NASA and its specialists had a few unequivocal thoughts concerning the universe's development, with gravity being the main unit. However, the speed of the universe's development ought to have eased back after some time. However, observational information showed the inverse. In 1998, the Hubble Space Telescope uncovered that the universe was extending at a speeding up rate. This was in opposition to what was already known, demonstrating that gravity alone couldn't make sense of the quicker speed increase. Researchers proposed dull energy as the force causing this speed increase. In spite of the fact that we have barely any insight into it, dull energy makes up a large portion of our universe, while conventional matter just involves around 5%. Given the presence of dark energy, why has our universe quit extending? Researchers are as yet finding out about this peculiarity. On the off chance that we check the duel out among gravity and dark energy, one probability is that gravity is presently overpowering dim energy, halting the universe's development. On the other hand, gravity might have begun reducing the impacts of dark energy out of nowhere. We need significant observational and hypothetical proof to legitimize changes in how gravity collaborates with the universe. A few scientists like Brian Cox have thought about the finish of the universe. As indicated by Cox, the end may come in dark obscurity as the universe contracts. It would take around 6 billion years for this to occur, and we may see the sun cool off and the universe break down into a solitary dark opening. In cosmology, one major subject is the universe's definitive future, which incorporates the idea of the enormous crunch. This occasion happens when the universe's thickness is adequate to stop its extension and start contracting. Intensely understudied, we can foresee the end of the universe. Assuming gravity becomes incredibly powerful, it could slice through the fabric of spacetime, causing the universe to implode onto itself. Here is the continuation and completion of the interspersed text. In the event that gravity becomes very impressive, it could slice through the fabric of spacetime, causing the universe to fall onto itself. As the universe gets, the cosmic systems, stars, and planets will move closer together, ultimately leading to a scenario where all matter joins into a solitary, infinitely thick point like the state before the Big Bang. This hypothesis, known as the Big Crunch, suggests that the universe's expansion won't proceed endlessly. All things being equal, it will reverse, culminating in a cosmic collapse. However, this remains theoretical, and ongoing observations and data from instruments like the James Webb Space Telescope will be essential in refining our understanding. Regardless of the agitating implications of these theories, they highlight the dynamic and ever-changing nature of the universe. Our knowledge of the universe is constantly evolving, driven by technological advancements and new discoveries. As we proceed to explore and study the universe, we might uncover more about the fundamental forces shaping our universe and its ultimate fate. While the possibility that the universe has quit expanding is both alarming and revolutionary, it is a sign of the immense questions in how we might interpret the universe. The exchange between gravity and dark energy remains one of the most prominent mysteries in modern astronomy. As we gather more data and refine our theories, we draw closer to unraveling the mysterious nature of our universe and its significant implications for the future. do we will notice our starting elements nearly lower back to 13? Honestly, we are not venturing into the authenticity of these theories these days, for the greatest part, since the cosmic neighborhood region has right now acknowledged that our arrangement of concentrates on this universe gets going with the colossal blast. The mind that succeeded the huge explosion is besides founded on a similar ordinary sign of the first experience with the field. But on the off chance that you're a nerd who has gone through hours gazing at different spectacular views of the huge explosion, to be honest, the occasion transformed into an overabundance of an impact in a manner of speaking. Basically put, the huge explosion viewed as its spot to start in a singular element, a point that was ad infinitum hot and thick, and improved to ridiculous lengths. All of this passed off while the universe was incredibly youthful. Truth be told, at the hour of the broad explosion, the universe was truly 10 to the power of 34 seconds old. That is 1 centesimal of a billionth of a trillionth of a second in age. This is the place where the universe experienced an amazing blast of progress, otherwise alluded to as the shameful impact or the development. During this strategy, space expanded quicker than the pace of light. Our universe changed into being loaded with each atom we found out about in our science class. Protons, neutrons, electrons, anti-electrons, photons, and neutrinos. The presence of the enormous detonation is powerful. Well, figuratively, it appears, yet the way that we decipher the universe's introduction is profoundly speculative. We've made significant progress starting from the first moon landing. Furthermore, from that point forward, our mechanical headway has advanced strongly. At the point when analysts were focusing on the enormous detonation, it depended on mathematical recipes and consistent styles. They could never have conceivably assessed that we would research the endanger of life on Mars. There have been critical propels in our interest to analyze the universe and investigate space. Yet, and still, at the end of the day, our cutting-edge innovation is very restricted. We can't reproduce the enormous detonation or peer back at the real occasion. Our best piece of proof comes from the grandiose Microwave Foundation, which has permitted specialists to see the resonation of the huge blast. While this instrument is groundbreaking in the examination of the universe, it is too hypothetically restricted. So while our complete history lays on speculative models, consistent speculations have an enormous extension to be discredited. We are nearly sure about the huge explosion as the beginning of our universe. Still, there are some repercussions we have misconstrued. Theories about our universe are by and large established on data inclined to human mistake. A piece of our records is additionally exceptionally conclusive about the huge bang. Nullifying the hypothesis is troublesome. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, filled with countless wonders and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. From the smallest subatomic particles to the largest galaxies, there is so much about the cosmos that we have yet to understand fully. One of the most intriguing aspects of the universe is its ultimate fate. Will it continue expanding indefinitely, or will it eventually collapse in on itself in a cataclysmic event known as the Big Crunch? Scientists have been pondering these questions for decades, and while we have made significant progress in our understanding, there is still much we do not know. One theory suggests that the universe will continue to expand forever, gradually growing colder and darker as stars burn out and galaxies drift apart. In this scenario, the universe will eventually become a desolate and empty void, with no life or light remaining. Another possibility is that gravity will eventually overcome the expansion of the universe, causing it to collapse back in on itself. This would lead to a fiery end known as the Big Crunch, where all matter is compressed into a single point of infinite density. Of course, these are just theories, and the true fate of the universe remains uncertain. But regardless of what happens in the end, one thing is clear. The universe is a dynamic and ever-changing place, full of beauty and wonder beyond our wildest imaginations.